Hey, what's going on, my friends? In today's video, we are going to talk about possibly one of the easiest and simplest email marketing softwares that I've ever come across, called GetResponse. And it doesn't matter if you are a seasoned marketer or a complete and total beginner, this may be the most simple and most effective email marketing software that anyone can use. So let's hop inside and take a look. All right, so here we are on the GetResponse dashboard, the back office of GetResponse. You can change the way this looks here. This is you can basically move the stuff around. You can add your own widgets. You can remove widgets. So this is basically just how I have mine set up. So once you log in, it may look a little different, but you can adjust how this looks once you log in. So first thing I want to do is kind of go up here and show you the tools that you can get with GetResponse. So with GetResponse, you have a ton of tools, and probably if you're a beginner, it's probably more than what you even use. Honestly, I've been doing marketing for online for a while, and I still don't use all of these tools. So, but you can access them if you pay for that plan and grow into it. So basically, you can see over here the communication tab. Email marketing is basically just for your broadcast emails or your newsletter. So essentially, once you get people on through your automated series, if you do have an autoresponder, which I'll show you in a second, you would typically move them to a broadcast list. And whenever you create a marketing campaign or a piece of content or whatever it is, and you want to send it out to everyone on your list or everyone on a specific list, you would do the email marketing. So basically we click here. So you can see I have a few newsletters that I've sent out. Not the best results, honestly, but yeah, I've sent out a few newsletters here. You can split test your newsletters like subject lines, so you can see which ones are working better than others, which I plan on doing this more than anything in the future. So that way you can make sure you get the highest open rate, click-through rate on your emails. You can set up RSS feeds, so that way you can automatically send out emails basically as you create them, I guess. I don't really use RSS feeds, so I don't really know 100% how that works. But I know RSS feeds is like kind of like if you have a blog post and you create a new blog post, it automatically updates the RSS feed. So it's kind of the same thing with your email. So now let's look at the push notifications. So if you have a website, and you want to do the push notifications, so that way anybody that's on your website can get a pop-up on their screen whenever you put out like a promotional item or whatever. You can do that here on this page. So you would just have to connect your website to GetResponse, and will allow you to basically broadcast push notifications. Now, I really don't think this is really valuable unless you have a website like a blog or something, or a website that's generating like a pretty decent amount of consistent, steady traffic. Other than that, I don't really see this as being valuable. Same with the chats here. If you don't have a ton of traffic to your website, this really won't probably benefit you. But this page here, you can actually create a little pop-up on the side of your website if you have a blog, and it will allow you to basically interact with your viewers. So anybody that comes to your website can actually chat with you directly, either in real time or, you know, whenever you respond to them. But you can actually put a chat feature on your website, which is pretty cool. And that gives you all kinds of statistics as well, and triggers. So over here on the website builder, GetResponse also allows you to build like a website. Now these websites here, I'll click on it so you can see, these are some of the templates you can get. So I'm just going to click on this one just to show you what it looks like. So some of these websites are basically like standalone websites. So for example, say you have a product that you want to promote, or you're a graphic designer, you want to show off your portfolio, or you are a real estate agent and you want to show off some of your properties, or whatever the case is. I don't know. This is like a standalone website where it's like a static website. You can create this if you're going to consistently promote the same information. If you're planning on doing anything where you constantly create content, I don't recommend building a website here. I would recommend doing something on like WordPress. That gives you more flexibility than building it on GetResponse. But if you're doing a static web page, you do have that ability here on GetResponse, which is pretty cool. And they also have an AI powered builder, which is pretty neat. So basically when you click on this, it's going to ask you some questions. You just fill out those questions pertaining to your business. And what it's going to do is AI is basically going to take that information and try to design you a website based on what you've given it. And then from there, you can just kind of tweak it and modify it to see it the way you want it to be. So over here on landing pages, it's kind of similar to the other section where they have templates. So I'm going to click on landing pages here. You have templates, pre-made templates, ready-made templates, and you also have your AI powered builder, just like the web page builder or the website builder. So here you can actually create a standalone landing page. So in my previous video, which I'll link above or below this video, I talked about the Home Business Academy, which is I'm a big fan of, and that's what I use to build my landing pages. So if you want to check that out, the link will be above or below this video. But if you are wanting to just buy one software and do all of your marketing in one software, GetResponse does give you the ability to build landing pages. Now, these are just like generic landing pages, so you're definitely gonna have to doctor them up, but they're not bad quality landing pages. They're just very bland, if I had to say. But these are some pretty good quality landing pages that you can use. And you can basically integrate your landing pages and build an entire sales funnel within GetResponse. So everything can be done in this one platform. And GetResponse also gives you the ability to embed forms and pop-ups onto your website. So say you have a blog or a website like myself. So on my website here, if I wanted to, I can embed a form or a pop-up that will show directly on my website. So that way, when people come here, they can go ahead and opt directly into my website without leaving the page. So the way I currently have mine set up is I direct people from my website to the HBA funnel builder, because that's the funnel builder that I use to drive traffic. So when you click on this, it'll just take you to that page. But if I wanted to, I can use GetResponse and create a form and embed it in a page like this. So I can actually create one of these forms, fill it out, and I could use this and embed it into this page, this blog post here. So as people are reading this blog post, they can literally just opt into my email list right inside the blog post. So that's pretty cool. Here's a feature called paid ads. I honestly have never used this, but to my knowledge, basically I believe it just helps you create an ad that you will use for tracking your leads and your sales, so that way you can basically optimize that ad and campaign for more clicks and conversions. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So you would just either click on whatever your goals are. If you're trying to bring in new leads, you would click on this, and same with the rest of these. All right, so this is probably, in my opinion, the most beginner friendly tool. If you click on tools and it says here automate, and you click on AI campaigns, this is probably the most beginner friendly tool, because what it'll do is it'll ask you a few questions, right? And based on your answers, it will tailor you a landing page, a welcome email, and a newsletter for you to send out to your new leads. So it basically gives you a very beginner funnel that you can start sending and driving traffic to build your email list. Now, of course, it's not going to be perfect, right? AI isn't perfect, and you will have to tailor this and modify this. So don't expect for it to just answer a few questions and pop out and be perfect. But it is pretty cool that it at least will give you something to start with by just answering questions, right? Versus with the Home Business Academy, HBA funnel builder, like what I recommend and I use, that is going to, if you're building a funnel from scratch, that's going to take a little learning curve, because you have to learn how to actually build the pages, right? There's no AI that'll put everything where you want it to be. Whereas with this, at least you get a starting point. So that's pretty cool. And what you do is you click on create campaign, just like the others. You name the campaign, choose what list you want it to go to, and you just follow the steps there and answer the questions. Now here on automation, this is where you really want to spend some time if you're a beginner. This is I'll do a video on this later as well, probably a little bit more in detail, just showing you how it works. But automation allows you to do some really cool things with segmenting your list, cleaning up your list, making sure that you separate people into different buckets, so that way you can increase your engagement rate, your open rate, and click-through rate. There's a lot of cool things you can do when you start messing around with automation workflows, and basically what they look like, just to give you an idea, this is one of my automation workflows. So essentially, when these people get on my list, we can go ahead and move them from a welcome series into the main list, and then go ahead and add tags to them. That's one way. And then I have a re-engagement series here. Like you can see, they can get pretty complex. Basically, this one will, if anyone's been tagged as inactive, I will try to engage with them and get them to come back. So open an email to engage with my emails before I delete them. If they don't engage, they get removed completely off my account. This will, one, keep my monthly bill, my monthly costs low. Two, only make sure that I'm engaging with people who are interested in me. And three, ensure that my emails actually make it to the inbox and not the promotional folder or the spam folder. So that's why I use automation. There's definitely reasons behind that. Now here is the autoresponder series. Under automation, you'll see the autoresponder series. This is basically, I'm sure you've probably heard of an autoresponder before, but basically this will take people from, once they opt into your list, it'll automatically send them out emails. And then once they open and click through those emails, it just automatically sends the next one. There's no triggers in place. So for example, if we did the automation workflow and you send out an email, you can say, if they click on this, do that. If they don't click on this, do that. That doesn't apply with autoresponders. Basically, when you send out an email, the next day, the next one comes out and the next one comes out. So personally, I only recommend using autoresponders for like new leads that are just getting into your list. And then when you are doing broadcast emails, you can put them on a main list and you can just send out your email newsletter, your broadcast emails. You can also use automation workflows if you want to get a little bit more advanced, where you're like basically tagging people as they come through the welcome sequence, so you can filter people into their boxes. Like there's a lot of advanced things you can do when it comes to email marketing. I'm not going to get into all that in this video, but autoresponders is pretty much for your new leads and welcome series. And the way you create an email with this is very simple. Basically, what you do is you click on create autoresponder, and you have two choices here. You can do it by yourself and get those pre-made templates, or you can use AI just like with the other ones, and you can ask them to or answer a few questions, and AI will help you generate a email for you that you can then modify and edit to fit however you need it to work. So what I usually do, because I'm a little old school, I guess, I do by myself. I will go ahead and put it in the title of my autoresponder, choose the list that I want it to go out to, select the day in which it's supposed to go out. I don't really mess around with the actual days because it's an autoresponder. So whatever day they're supposed to get it, they'll get it. And then you put your subject line in here. It does give you an opportunity. If you click on AI subject line generator, it will actually use AI to help you generate a subject line. If you don't have a good subject line, or you don't know how to come up with one. So that's pretty cool. But I personally recommend using something like ChatGPT. You'll get much better subject lines that way. Down here, you can click on the emails and you can get some templates to go off of. So if you want to use these templates, I personally don't do that in my niche, right? Because I don't think these graphics are necessary. I feel like it's too much for me. So what I personally do is I just go to blank templates, use the last one, and then I go in here and I just delete everything and start from scratch. So that's just how I do things. You don't have to do it that way. I'll do another video on how to actually create a list, how to create an autoresponder, all this stuff. But in this video, I just kind of want to show you around, show you what I've gathered, how it works for me, all that good stuff. Okay, so here we are on the conversion funnel section. This is how you build like an actual full-blown funnel, like a full-blown sales funnel within GetResponse. If you click on create your funnel, you can do a lead magnet funnel or a standard opt-in funnel. In my opinion, they're probably very similar. The only difference is you're giving away something for free in exchange for the email. But basically what you do is you create your landing page, you create your bridge page, you create your sales page, you create your emails and your follow-up and any other upsells, downsells, however you want to build out that funnel. You can do all that right here in this thing. I don't know how advanced it is with upsells and downsells, but you can put all that stuff in the funnel here. All right, so here is the other part. I'm not going to go through all these because I personally don't use a lot of these, but the integration and API, you can integrate with pretty much everything, because GetResponse has been around since like 1990 something. So if there's a software on the internet, and it probably integrates with GetResponse more than likely, because they've been around for so long. It's very good chance that whatever it is that you're using, it integrates with GetResponse. So that's pretty neat. The e-commerce tools. So say you are in the e-commerce space, you're selling physical products. You can actually integrate your GetResponse here. So that way, whenever you get a new customer, say they did an abandoned checkout or abandoned cart or whatever. I don't know if they do abandoned cart, but you can respond to your customers. So if they bought something from you through your e-commerce website, you can collect their email address here and follow up with them later, send them more content value to keep them as a customer, or any promotional items that you may have in the future. You can go ahead and send that out to them as well, because if they were a customer once, they will possibly become more than likely become a customer again. So that's what e-commerce is for. Webhooks, basically a webhook is the easiest way to describe it from my perspective is if I need to reach out to a software and say, hey, I just hit a sale, I need you to push that information over to here and update my contacts. So that way, when I see this contact, it says leads. This lead says customer or something like that. So basically, it will reach out whenever a sale is made, reach out, update your contact field and update that information. So that way you're moving your list or moving your contacts from a free member to a paid member automatically. It's a little complicated. So look up webhooks if you don't know how that works. Web Connect, honestly, I've never used it. I'm assuming it has to do with just connecting your website to GetResponse, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And then they have a bunch of different knowledge areas over here. So you got different courses and webinars and all kinds of stuff to help you kind of learn. Actually, you can get some of that stuff up here too. All these different interactive guides. And GetResponse does have an affiliate program. I am an affiliate of GetResponse. So if you click on any of the links in the description of this video and decide to check out GetResponse and you become a paid member, I will earn a commission at no extra cost to you. And that does help out the channel and help me continue to create content. So thank you. Let's see. So one other thing here before I finish this video, you can see these are some of my lists that I have set up currently. I'm sure this will definitely grow over time, but like these are my current lists that I have set up, and based on how people come into my funnel or which funnel they come into, they land on different lists. And then once they go through their automate or their welcome series on these lists, they automatically move to my broadcast list here. So that's why this number is higher than the others. So these numbers will over time, they drop, and this number usually goes up because I'm moving people from welcome into the main list. And then whenever customers come in, they get moved to the customer list. That's basically how that works. And you can create different segments. So I only have a few segments here, just basically trying to make sure that I only send emails to people that are active, that open emails. If they open an email, they are considered a lead, an active lead to me. If they don't open an email, it's just a matter of time until I delete them off my list if they don't open. And then engaged customers, those are the ones that like, you want to, if you have anything of value that's free, or you really want to build a relationship with those people because they are actively clicking on links, opening emails, and going to your web pages, they're very much interested. So you would definitely want to reach out to those people and keep them, make those your VIPs, I guess you would say. Yeah, and you can kind of go through here, you can create different tags and all that good stuff and segment your list. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you found it valuable. Now, is GetResponse the perfect email marketing tool? No, it is not, but it is probably, in my opinion, possibly the best bang for your buck software that I've ever come across. So if you're serious about growing your email list and building out automation to save yourself some time, then I highly recommend giving GetResponse a shot, and you can find the links below in the description of this video. Also, I will provide a link to my free guide, my free affiliate marketing blueprint guide, to show you kind of how I'm building my business on the back end and how I use GetResponse on a day-to-day to help me grow my business. If you have any questions or you'd like for me to cover something specifically with GetResponse, feel free to drop it in the comments section below. And until next time, peace.